Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best paintbrush sets.
Starting at number 5.
2.5 Purdy. Low VOC paints tend to be thicker than conventional paints, and they also tend to dry faster, which can lead to visible brush strokes in the dried paint. If you are making the switch to a low or no VOC paint, then your best choice is a stiff bristled paintbrush like Pry Chinex Elite, which is specifically designed to handle these paints. Chinex bristles are synthetic but are made to replicate the feel and performance of natural bristles. They are very stiff, which allows them to smoothly push and pull thick low VOC materials. The bristle tips are slightly flagged, which means they have a subtle roughness that improves the coverage and allows for fast application. That helps you work around the short drying time of low VOC paints. While excellent for interior projects, you can also use this brush for exterior painting, even on rough surfaces like brick or stucco. The alder wood rat tail handle absorbs sweat and is long and thin for maneuverability. And the Chinex bristles are easy to wash clean once you're finished for the day. The brush is available in several sizes and shapes.
Coming at number 4.
2-inch Purdy 145380420. Oil-based paints and stains are not as popular as they once were, but they do have their benefits, namely, excellent durability. One downside to these paints, though, is that they don't always perform at their best with a synthetic brush. Therefore, we recommend the Purdy White Bristle Brush if you are working with oil-based paint, stain, shellac, lacquer, or polyurethane. This brush's natural animal hair bristles are very soft and leave an ultra-smooth finish without obvious brush marks or drags. You can use the brush for both interior and exterior projects, but avoid using it on very rough surfaces, which can damage the bristles. The brush handle is made of alder wood, which absorbs sweat from your hands, helping you maintain a secure grip. The sprig-style handle is a traditional beaver tail design that is easy to hold and comfortable in your hand. While we like the 2.5-inch flat brush for general use, the brush is also available in an angled trim shape and in other sizes.
At number 3.
Wooster Brush. Painting trim requires a more careful hand and more close-up work than painting a wide-open space like a wall. But the typical long handles of most paintbrushes can make it tricky to carefully maneuver along narrow trim, baseboards, or trim in awkward spots. For those situations, we love the Wooster shortcut, which has a stubby, 2-inch handle with a slightly rubbery coating and just a hint of flexibility that gives you a secure grip even when you are reaching into a corner, angling between windows, or tackling thin trim. The bristles of this angled brush, which measures 2 inches across, are made of a nylon/polyester blend that has enough stiffness to hold paint well but isn't so stiff that they leave stroke marks. While you can use the brush with oil-based paints if necessary, it's best to use it with water-based or latex paints and stains on smooth interior surfaces. You might need to spend a little more time cleaning the bristles at the end of your project, but the brush will come clean for reuse with diligence.
Number 2 of my list.
Pro-grade paint. While professional quality paintbrushes can be expensive, this is one area where the old saying, "You get what you pay for," tends to be true. Luckily, while very reasonably priced, this 5-piece brush set from Pro Grade is still high in quality, so you can confidently tackle your DIY project without fear of shed bristles, obvious brush strokes, or an uneven finish. Use these brushes with water-based and latex paints. They wash clean easily once you are finished painting, as long as you don't wait until the paint begins to dry. The bristles are synthetic, although the manufacturer does not state if they are all polyester or a poly/nylon blend. However, they are SRT, solid round tapered, in shape, meaning that the bristles very slightly taper in width from the brush ferrule down to the bristle edges. That helps create a very smooth finish. The bristles are fairly soft, so these might not be the best choice for techniques like cutting in, where stiffer bristles work best, but they are excellent for painting walls, trim, cabinets, furniture, or even for crafts.
And number 1.
3 Purdy 144380330. Purdy is one of the biggest names in paintbrushes, and this nylon/polyester offering is one of their most favored brushes by professionals and DIYers alike. The thick bristles have just enough taper to the edge to pick up lots of paint and lay it down in a smooth, even coat that isn't marred with stroke or drag marks. That makes this an ideal choice for all your interior painting projects, even if it's your first time tackling DIY painting. The nylon/poly bristles are medium in stiffness, which helps hold paint without drips. While this brush is ideal for painting interior walls, ceilings, and trim, it's also a good choice for exterior siding or other reasonably smooth exterior surfaces. This isn't the best choice for very rough materials such as stucco, however, you'd want a stiffer brush for that. The brush has an alderwood handle in a traditional beaver tail shape and a copper ferrule, the connector that holds the bristles to the handle, that keeps the bristles secure, so you won't have annoyingly bristle shed into your wet paint. Once your project is finished, these bristles will wash clean easily with soapy water. This brush can be used with any latex or water-based paint or stain and is also acceptable for use with oil-based paint, stain, varnish, or sealants. While we like the flat 3-inch version for painting walls, the brush is also available in 2-inch, 2.5-inch, and 4-inch versions, as well as angled trim brush options.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.